What's up, Valheimers? Today, I'm going to give you a tour of my simple cabin. I built this cabin to be something that I might like if it were a real-life structure, with a big front porch area where I could hang out and enjoy the outdoors. It's built in the meadows, so it's in a relatively safe area. When you walk into the cabin, you'll notice a dining area to the right, as well as a cooking area, and a storage area for foods, which have been set up to be similar to kitchen cabinets. You may also notice that I have little lights sitting on wall stands. I learned that if you hang these little lights that you can buy from the trader, that they look like LED lights with permanent light in the area lit underneath it. There's only one separate room in the cabin, and it's a bedroom. I placed a large chest to be like a foot locker at the baseboard of the bed, and an armor stand that is like a closet. And while there's only one separate room, there is also a loft area. Right now it's empty, but over time I could see myself building this area out as well. If you've played Valheim before, then you know that in order to build, you need to be nearby different workbench types in order to build out certain features. These types of benches would throw off the look that I'm aiming for in this cabin, so I hid them in a secret basement. The only way to access this basement is to first remove the rug and move the chair to reveal the only two floorboards that are not oriented in the same direction as the others. Once these two floorboards are removed, it will reveal a staircase to the basement that houses my workbench, stonecutter, and forge. None of these are upgraded, but they will allow me to build onto the property. The interior of the cabin currently has a comfort level of 12. When we look around the cabin, we will see that it was built with a stone foundation that starts a bit below the ground level, with log core wood on top. There really isn't any in-game advantage that I know of doing this, but it's how many real cabins are built, so I duplicated this method in my build. I also used stone in the chimney that I think looks similar to a real chimney that you would find in a cabin. One of the things I noticed about the core logs is that many enemies don't seem to go after the logs. I've noticed some attack parts of the stone foundation that they can reach, but never the logs. I first noticed this effect when I tried to put up some torches around a different base to try to scare off some of the enemies, because some of them are scared of fire. But they would instantly get destroyed. So a few torches I built with core wood around them to try to reinforce the torch. But what I found is that the enemies completely ignore the torches when they are within a core wood. So I don't know if this is actually a game mechanic, but I've had good luck with the core wood so far. The roof is made from tar shingles, and I have a garden on the side of my cabins for growing veggies. I built the cabin overlooking the ocean so I can get a great view. And since my workbench, stonecutter, and forged are all locked underground, I have a separate workshed that I do all my crafting from. I have all my cabinets inside my workshed labeled so I know what's inside all of them. Outside, in front of both the cabin and the workshop, we have a boardwalk. This boardwalk takes us across multiple bioregions. It starts in the meadows, and if we turn to the right, it leads us down a path that will take us to my brother's Plains Fort. And within these gates, we have a barley farm, which will come in handy for our next stop along the boardwalk. And our next stop is the Carve Brewery. Inside there are multiple fermenters, and the main thing that I craft here is beer, or barley wine as the game calls it, which is just another word for beer. I really don't even know what it does in game, but I just craft it for the name. The brewery is a great place to come and hang out and have a beer. And if we continue on our journey down the boardwalk, it'll take us through an abandoned village and to the Black Forest. I just got these claw weapons, so I want to try them out on this big blue troll. If I head the other direction down the boardwalk towards the cabin and the workshop, in front of the workshop I have my furnaces and my coal makers. Back on the boardwalk, starting in front of the workshop, we'll see a little bay with my boat stocked for exploring the oceans. But if we continue down the other side of the boardwalk, it'll take us over some water and into the swamp. That means that this one boardwalk will take us from the meadows to the Black Forest, to the swamps, the plains, and to a launching point towards the oceans. There is also a mountain that isn't too far away from this location either. I'm not sure what my next upgrade is going to be, but one of the things I've been considering is moving all of the fish that I have mounted in my hunting lodge base and maybe moving them into the cabin. Sometimes I just like admiring the different fish that I've caught. I hope you enjoyed this tour of what I've built so far, and give this video a thumb up if you want to see more videos like this.